I'm gonna eat today a lot of my favorite junk. And then I have to bury it before it buries me. It's also like, I know like you can have a cheat day here and there, but when you're not normal with food, you can't. So, because a cheat day will definitely trigger a full-on binge.
You are a bully and your channel will be taken down. As I said previously, I don't have an addiction. Please, Chantal, speak for us.
This is like an addiction. I put my best lipstick on for this binge, okay? No, I seriously, I'm gonna be binging hardcore, so if you don't like that, you know, too fucking bad for you. YouTube doesn't care about their content creators.
YouTube is run by terrible, terrible people. Honestly, most major tech companies are. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all run by awful human beings.
And doing mukbangs, at least the unhealthy ones, because when I do ones that I cook a healthy meal, it's like I have to eat a healthy meal anyway, so it doesn't feel the same as having to figure out what kind of unhealthy food I want to do and then be consumed by it. So I feel like a lot of people will understand that. I feel like some people won't. But I can tell you right now, there's not a single person in my life who understands what I'm going through.
Chantal, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantal, oh, she carries the weight. Chantal, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantal, Chantal, Chantal. She rolled out of bed with nothing else to do. She rolled right back to bed after the mukbang is through. She make a mess, she make a couple of dollars, and then she do it again. It's way too much for you to understand. Come on, sing it again. Chantal, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantal, oh, she carries the weight. Chantal, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantal, Chantal, Chantal.
Yes, absolutely.
And I now wait.
Alright, so this here is a reaction to an episode that Chantal made back in May of this year, 2020. And she ain't taking it down, she made it private. So she's just waiting for the storm to blow. Wait a minute, will you look at my title? I don't care how many people are here, stop looking at it! As I was saying, this fast food funeral thing episode of Chantal, with it, she was just trolling again. She was going on a big binge, and she knew she was. So she figures to herself, as long as I'm gonna go do a giant binge, why don't I pretend like I'm gonna stop eating fast food, and she didn't put much effort into it, and you know that it didn't last 2 days, that was in May, and I started this channel in July, and I started it when she said, "Oh, that's it. I'm not gonna do any more mukbangs anymore." And I said, "That is it." For a former fan, I'm join the reaction channel community for that, and like I knew there she was always lying, so I saved it back then, and I got the footage now, so I'm gonna react to it, and yeah. So let's get started. So now as I was saying, she's waiting for the storm to blow over because she's in trouble now. Because with this one, she said she got a food addiction, and she says she's gonna go and binge. And you can't do that on YouTube anymore. That's right. You see, Chantal just lie and lie and lie and lie. Of course, she can't predict what YouTube's going to do. So when they change their terms of service, their policies, that you cannot monetize the eating disorders, now what's Chantal going to do? She's just going to pretend like it never happened. So the footage is not available. Of course, we already have it. So here's something she put up on her community tab a couple days ago. Here we go. With this, Chantal say, "Hey guys, just a few things. I have decided to private some videos that no longer reflect how I feel about certain subjects." Close quote. There. Now, how stupid would you have to be when she keeps saying, "I got a food addiction, I can't help it. I'm gonna go and binge today. Binge. I got a food addiction. I got eating disorder." And then when YouTube changed their policy, all of a sudden she say, "Well, some of these videos no longer reflect how I feel." What garbage. Getting back to quoting this. This will take a while to do, but I started with the fast food funeral video because when I watch it, I feel sad for myself that I had a distorted all or nothing extreme negative view of food and myself. I am working to get out of that diet cycle mindset I've been trapped in since I was 15 years old. Yep, 15 and starving myself behind my family's back so that I could look good like those models in the 17 magazines I used to read. Close quote. She is manipulating, right? She is doing this because she is in trouble. Because if enough of the right people at YouTube see enough of these videos that she's been making and how often she says binge, eating disorder, food addiction, one of them folks are going to say, "We cannot have this woman from Canada embarrass us all and show other folks that we do not stick to our policies because she's so dang heavy, and she said so many times she's got an eating disorder." So she's gonna rewrite her own history, right? Now let's go to something that she was bothering Miss Hussey with, right? Here we go. This here is legit because I clicked on the Foodie Beauty link and checked it myself. It really was Foodie Beauty saying this to Miss Hussey.
And I know it.
And I'm going to quote here, "You are bully and your channel will be taken down. As I said previously, I don't have an addiction." Please, Chantal, speak for us.
This is like an addiction, 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 an addiction.
Why are we tolerating this YouTube vandal who is striking channels, destroying other people's work, costing them money, costing YouTube work, having to mess around with her ridiculous complaints? Why are we tolerating it? Chantal is Canadian. YouTube is American. Chantal believes that YouTube was created just for her. If she wants to get on there and eat giant quantities of food and build up a lunatic audience and make money, it's only for her. She wants to lie to her own audience, to create drama, get more views, get more money. That's okay. No one else is allowed to criticize Chantal. It will not be tolerated, or Chantal will do strikes and destroy your channel and destroy your work. Why are we tolerating this? Yeah, you know the saying, enough is enough. She's got a fast food addiction, she's got an eating disorder, and that cannot be monetized on YouTube anymore. Now, I'm not calling for her to lose her channel, and I'm not calling for anybody to do anything. I'm asking YouTube with this video to please demonetize this YouTube vandal. I got more for y'all. My channel, this channel you guys are on right now, was approved for monetization, but I already had 10 videos done. So YouTube reviewed it. It's the Foodie Beauty reaction channel. It is what it is, and reaction channels are allowed. So there's no bullying, there's no harassment here. And there's certainly no copyright problems either, because fair use is what it is. Ever since I got monetized, somebody has been flagging every video that I make as soon as I release it. And there's only one person who can do it. That's Chantal. Here is the menu that you get if you're going to flag a video. Here. Right here, I'm going to read them all from the top. Sexual content. No. Violent or repulsive content. No. Hateful or abusive content. That's the one. I'm just going to finish the others. Harmful or dangerous acts? No. Child abuse? No. Promotes terrorism? No. Spam or misleading? No. Infringes my rights? That could be one. Yet if it was a copyright thing, then there would have been a copyright strike on the channel. And I don't think Chantal is in a very powerful position right now to be doing copyright strikes on anyone. Especially since I told YouTube already, if she do that to me, and it comes back, she don't sue me, terminate her channel. Because she's been abusing people long enough.
So, if you don't like that, you know, too fucking bad for you.
She does not own YouTube. And on the bottom, captions issue. Now, if you hit hateful or abusive content, what do you get with the submenu there? You get bullying. And every time I send it back for a human review, because she limits the money I can get, it always comes back as acceptable material. The only person who can make a claim of being bullied by material is the person that's in the material itself. Like, if there's, a channel somewhere that I don't like, and I'm not in the material, I can't say, well, that's bullying me. It's Chantal doing it.
So, if you don't like that, too fucking bad for you.
And it's a minor annoyance. I mean, the only thing that she's achieving is that somebody at YouTube, when I do human review, is checking my channel, and I'm getting a great reputation of just doing a comedy reaction channel. There ain't no bullying or harassing there, and there ain't all that other weird stuff either. And Chantal, she don't have the guts to copyright strike my channel. That's what you do. You gotta warn YouTube before she do it. You gotta get it in there early and do it in advance before she starts making false strikes on your channel. To reiterate, I am not telling any of y'all to do anything. I am asking YouTube to check the following evidence and to uphold their policies and not allow a binger, a food addict, and an eating disorder person who says that's what they're doing continue to enjoy a big income. It should be over by now. She lie and lie and lie and lie. She doesn't bring anything to this platform. What kind of advertiser wants to get on top of content of that kind? So here we go with the fast food funeral and all of the footage she had where she says she's addicted and she got an eating disorder and she binge. Here it is.
No matter how much I think I can control Fast food, it controls me. I mean, food has ruined enough of my life already. It's ruined enough relationships. Discomfort of going through food withdrawals, of going through, and they are real. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't believe it, but ask Pete, I get, like when I try, I get super, super cranky, super depressed. It's more of a psychological thing. I do get headaches. I do feel nauseous. And I know that it's temporary. But this is like an addiction that I'll have to, but this is something that I'll have to like live with forever and just fight every day to stay away. I'm just gonna get like a beef and cheddar because I need to save room for all my stuff I want to eat today. I know it sounds so bad and gluttonous. I have no idea how I'm gonna stop eating this stuff. It's also like, I know like you can have a cheat day here and there, but when you're not normal with food, you can't. So, because a cheat day will definitely trigger a full-on binge, 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 binge. I'll probably, if I end up losing weight, gain all the weight back. The cheat day will definitely trigger a full-on binge. I'll probably, if I end up losing weight, gain all the weight back I've lost. I wore my binge shirt. It's already stained. I wore my binge shirt. It's already stained. I know the packets are dirty, whatever. Okay. I'm still hungry. I honestly want like 5 more tacos. Those were so good. They were better than the beef and cheddar. Hands down. Alright. Let's have a party. Chinese. General Tao chicken. My favorite noodles ever. And three open-ended egg rolls. So first I'm gonna have an egg roll. I like the open-end ones. Beauty bite. I love you. An addiction. 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 I love you. I'm not going to have any more strength to fight this tomorrow than I do today. I'm not going to have any more strength to fight this tomorrow than I do today. An addiction, 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 an addiction. I'm literally just going to take this day by day. That's all I can do. All right, guys. I'm gonna eat some more. I'm gonna eat some more. An addiction. Binge, binge, binge. I'm gonna eat some more. An addiction. Binge, binge, binge. I'm gonna eat some more. An addiction. Binge, binge, binge. I'm gonna eat some more. An addiction. Binge, binge, binge. I'm gonna eat some more. An addiction. Binge, binge, binge. I'm gonna eat some more. An addiction. Binge, binge, binge. I'm gonna eat some more. An addiction. Binge, binge, binge. I'm gonna eat some more. An addiction. Binge, binge, binge. An addiction, 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 an addiction. I'm gonna eat today a lot of my favorite junk. And then I have to bury it before it buries me.